Um, Hello everyone. Uh, Welcome. I know this is our first actual um, extended full length video. Today we're going to just talk about proper communication and its importance as a soft skill. So, um, this title here says proper communication, the key to successful negotiation. Um, Communication itself is going to be a very important bedrock when discussing or communicating because negotiation itself is something that happens in every given scenario. There's no situation you find yourself in where you will not need to know how to negotiate. And knowing the right way to speak, the right means of communication, the proper way of communication can make a big difference in how that negotiation goes. Now, why communication matters in negotiation? Why communication matters in negotiation? So first off, we're going to talk about. So here it says that effective communication is the bedrock of any successful negotiation, and it's not just about what you say, but how you convey your message and interpret the other party's intent. Now, this matters because it helps prevent misunderstanding, which it helps build trust and rapport, and it enables creative problem solving. Okay, we have a lot of situations where misunderstanding occurs, and these situations occur due to those things. So next we discuss the three pillars of effective negotiation communication, and this is very important because in a lot of cases you have a lot of scenarios where um, communication could have gone, the negotiation could have gone a certain way, but due to errors, due to mistakes that were made, the communication goes wrong. Okay, so these are the three pillars, the most effective holding grounds of communication while negotiating. So the first one is active listening. Fully hear and understand the other side's needs and concerns without interruption. Focus on their words and the underlying emotions. You don't just exist there, you need to actually pay listening here. Second off is clarity. Express your needs, your offers, and expectations precisely. Avoid jargons and ambiguity to ensure your message is received as intended. And finally is empathy. Recognize and respect the other party's perspective, even if you don't agree. Okay. Understanding this can help out a lot. So these are common, finally, let's go to common communication barriers to avoid. Um, this one basically speaks for itself. Assumption, which is jumping to conclusion without sufficient information. There's emotional reactions. When you get emotional, when you hear something you really do not like, you let feelings to cloud your judgment and escalate tensions. You have poor timing. A lot of people do this, interrupting or bringing up sensitive topics at inappropriate moments. That is something we all do that we should really work on. Then lack of preparation. There's a saying, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So it leads to unclear messages and hesitation when speaking. Okay, we have to overcome these barriers, and overcoming these barriers requires self-awareness and a commitment to mindful interactions. Okay, so that leads to the next part, which is techniques to enhance communication during negotiation. Techniques that can help enhance communication during negotiation. Um, it would not be nice. It won't really make much sense if I have a channel that talks about soft skills and I do not give techniques that actually help out. Okay, so here I'm going to list out a few techniques. Very quickly, I'm just going to run through them that can help out to make communication better during negotiation, to have the best deals possible. Okay, and first off, most importantly, is ask open-ended questions. Encourage detailed responses, yes and no, rather than just yes and no answers. Ask questions that can open the floor. Okay. So, secondly, you paraphrase to confirm. When you say what you had or what you think you had, it leads to no mixed signals. You say exactly, you say it exactly as it should be. There's no mixed communication then. Positive body language, your eye contact should be on point, your posture should be open rather than closed. You should have a calm tone to convey sincerity and approachability. Then finally manage pauses and silence. You use strategic pauses to allow information to sink in and encourage the other party to elaborate. Now, there's this saying that has somewhere that says it is not exactly what you say, it is how you say it. So you can pass across a message, and if you say it the wrong way, it can be taken wrongly. Okay. Oh, and that leads to the next part. Exactly what I expected. The role of nonverbal communication. Communication is primarily verbal, but there's a lot more to it. A few more things can be added to it. First off is facial expressions. They often reveal your true feelings and they provide insights. Now, you have to learn how to read them and how to control yours. Okay. So, gestures, you can gesture, can reinforce and contradict verbal messages, adding layers to your communication. Okay. Then we have eye contact. Look at the person you're talking to. Look at the person. Don't worry. Look at them. Okay. It builds trust and connection, signaling engagement and honesty. And then your posture. Open yourself up. Don't be closed. Signals confidence, openness, and or defensiveness. Now, if you are closed up, the person thinks, oh, this person is not open, this person isn't speaking to me. But when you open yourself up, it shows that you are willing to discuss. Your posture signals and signifies confidence. So yeah, there's a lot more to communication than just speaking. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, now preparing your communication strategy. Very important. You fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So a well thought out communication strategy is vital for successful negotiations. It allows you to enter discussions with confidence and purpose. So these are the 4 things you should do. First off, you research. I believe that is necessary to everybody. You research first off. Then you plan your messages. You anticipate potential objections, potential questions, and then you choose the channel that you want to use to communicate. Now, some communications happen in person, some over the phone, thankfully, due to technology. Can be a video call, can be a video conference, can be through a regular voice call, can even be through email. So when you plan out these things before actually stepping in there, it will go a very long way. And then let's talk about just a simple reward example. This is just something that I just thought up to add to the end of it. It's just an extra plus. Okay, so if you have a challenge and company will face a complex contract dispute threatening a long-standing partnership, what do? I mean, I've given you the challenge already. So what do you do next? What's the next step to take? Your communication focus is here. Your communication focus is both parties are committed to transparent communication, focusing on mutual benefits and shared goals rather than demands. Okay. And the outcome here is through open dialogue and active listening, they reached a win-win agreement, solidifying their partnership for years to come. A challenge, the facts, and the expected results. One thing you need to know is master communication and master negotiation. Okay, these two go hand in hand. You master communication, you master negotiation. And negotiation itself, as I said, is the bedrock of a lot of things. Transform outcomes, practice and prepare, and remember that finally that your words matter. So yeah.